Hey guys, I was watching some YouTube shorts in the morning while I was getting ready for work, and I saw a clip from Flats where he was talking about how the Overwatch community doesn't really care about gameplay anymore and only seems to care about characters and how they look and the skins that come out with them.
Nobody cares about gameplay anymore. Everyone's arguing about skins and like the appearance of the characters. Anran had previous art. It was supposed to be like the fiery older sister, and then she came out, she just had like the cute rounder face, and people were like, that doesn't totally match her. And that's a good point. So they wanted that changed. I'm all for it. And then Shion comes out. Everyone is saying that it's same face syndrome again, which by the way, she looks nothing like Anran. Looks nothing like Kiri. I genuinely pray for you to have something more important to worry about. Rivals is arguably the more casual game, and all everyone has talked about with Cyclops is balance, how he plays, and is he going to be strong, and how do you counter him, and with the balance changes that came out. How is the game that's supposed to be more casual has everyone talking about gameplay elements? And the game that's supposed to be more competitive is talking about skins and appearances.
Now, this got me thinking. It kind of reminds me of how in the Dark Ages, Christian theologians in the Eastern Roman Empire, which was the Greek-speaking part of the Roman Empire, the Western fell, and I think it was like 5 something, and the Eastern Empire thrived. And these guys would constantly have infighting and like killings of thousands of people over small details about Christ's divinity when he was on the cross, or before he was on the cross, or when he died, when he came back. Like small little details, like how many angels can you put on a canvas of a photo or something like that. Or not a photo, like a painting. And it reminds you kind of like, well, when you think back right now, it's like, oh, okay, why are they arguing about this? This makes no sense to our minds. And they also are the Greek speakers. They have the Greek logic. They have the Greek philosophers like Aristotle and Plato. Why are they fighting so much about these small little details that don't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things? Like when it comes down to like the actual gameplay of Overwatch and the new characters, why are they caring so much about small details like the character's looks and what are the new skins gonna be, when they have the literal tools of Greek logic, when they have the literal gameplay of Overwatch, which is the more competitive game compared to others in the space, which we'll get to in a second. And it kind of reminds me of just how long the Greek philosophers existed for. You gotta think that they have existed for centuries before Christianity, before even Christ was born. And so the details from, or I guess like the Greek philosophy was just not really that interesting anymore. It's just, it ran its course. It was all burnt out, and people wanted something new to care about and argue about and kill each other over, which happened to be Christianity and the different rules that apply to their savior, Jesus Christ. And it's funny how it comes back to gaming, and it also comes back to the Eastern Roman Empire when they were wasting their time, quote unquote, based on these little things. And while a new rival was growing extremely quickly next door. So the Muslim world during the time of the Dark Ages and the medieval period was the most enlightened, most scientific, and most intelligently diverse place on Earth. It was the most intelligent place on Earth. They were practicing science. They were going through so many great expansions, while the rest of the world was mostly caring about small little details like the divinity of Christ. The Muslims were expanding at such a huge rate. And they were mostly using it to discover new things, pushing science over mostly anything else. And it's kind of funny how when Flats talks about rivals, he claims it's the more casual game, and the new character Cyclops, which looks awesome. I haven't tried him out yet. They seem to care about is he going to be strong? How balanced will he be? Which is the actual more important thing to talk about when it comes down to the whole game itself, is how will the character blend with the rest of the game? Will it be balanced? That's the main part of the video game, is the game itself, playing the game. And it's funny how it goes down to the meme where it's too busy with religion doing science. And it's kind of funny how the more casual game is too busy talking about science, while the competitive game of Overwatch is too busy talking about skins, because Overwatch has existed over almost a decade, I think, before Rivals came out. So it's they've spent so many years talking about the game and balancing that it's no longer interesting anymore. So they're talking about things that don't matter, like skins and how characters look. Some things that are meaningless to the actual product, because the product is old and everyone doesn't care about it anymore. They care about the shiny new thing. Just like how nobody back then cared about the Greek philosophers and cared more about the new thing giving them meaning, which was Christianity, and how do you become a good Christian, which is something that is kind of funny how it comes back to the modern world. History always repeats itself, and it doesn't matter how big or small it is, it will always repeat itself, which you can kind of see that today, where like with gaming, where as I just explained, it's kind of funny. It just kind of got my mind thinking a little bit. I always love when small little things like that just trigger a moment in your mind, like, hey, that reminds me of that. And that's kind of what this video is. Nothing against anything. I think both games are going into a pretty interesting phase. I've been kind of burnt out of a little bit of both of them, so I've been playing a little bit more Deadlock, which is another game. When that comes out, it's going to be pretty huge. But yeah, this is just a little bit of a brain teaser. What are your thoughts on this whole situation? Do you think the Overwatch community is a little bit too focused on skins, or do you think that maybe that is the thing that matters, if that is the new product that people care about? Leave your comments down below what you think, and like, subscribe, and have yourself a great day, guys.